guys, I'm Sumbul and welcome to my channel. So it's monthly favorites time and let's begin and see what amazing and beautiful products I have in store for you guys. Make sure to watch till the end because I have some really cool products like hair perfume, lip balms and highlighters. So let's begin. So I'm beginning with skincare products and the first product that is in my favorites list is this Josie Marin Argan Daily Moisturizer SPF 47. So basically this is a very good sunblock. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, but that's another matter. So back on the sunblock. I purchased this in America, I think 8-9 months ago, or maybe it was a year now, I don't remember. But I have loved using this sunblock. So it looks like this and it contains 60 mils and I don't think I'm even halfway through yet because you only need a little bit of this. And let me just be very honest with you, I hate applying sunblock usually because it gives a very cakey, non-uniform and sticky effect. So I normally skip sunblock. That's why I have, I think, a lot of pigmentation also because I love traveling but I don't like applying sunblock. But since I've purchased this, I have been religiously applying this sunblock whenever I'm going out for a long time. I mean, if I'm just going out for half an hour and it's a cloudy day, I will skip this. But whenever I have to be out in the sun for a long period of time, for example, while I'm traveling and I know I have to, sightsee throughout the day and the sun is strong, this is my go-to product. I love using the sunblock. It has the loveliest texture and I feel that it also gives me a very nice base for my foundation. It's not overly greasy or sticky, so it doesn't give me the ew kind of feeling. I just love its texture. It gives me a very nice glowy sort of moisturization, and then when I apply my foundation, the effect is superb. So as I mentioned, it has the sun protection factor of 47 and it also says it's a daily moisturizer. So it does really give a very good moisturization as I told you. This is the first sunblock that I think really ticks all the boxes in terms of moisturization, its texture and of course its protection capability because it's a very high SPF sunblock. So that's why I love it and that's why I have been regularly using it, not just this past month, throughout the whole year, but somehow I think I missed mentioning it in my previous favorites. Maybe I mentioned it, I don't remember now, but if I don't, this is the one I use regularly. The next skincare favorite I have is this Bioderma Hydra Bio Serum and this is what it looks like. So it's a very slender 40 ml bottle and I have just loved using this serum. It's a monthly favorites video, so I will be saying that a lot. I have loved using this past month. This is amazing. It's a super product. So bear with that because it is a monthly favorites video. I don't have very negative things to say about these products because I have genuinely liked and enjoyed using them this past month. So back to this serum. It has a very, very lovely texture. I love using it morning and evening. So basically I use it twice a day and the smell is also gorgeous. It has the faintest, very refreshing, flowery sort of smell, I would say. I'm not sure if I really don't know how to describe smells. So I don't know if other people will feel it is flowery or not, but to me, it does seem a little bit flowery. But it's just simply gorgeous, that's for sure. So the texture of the serum is not very thin. I don't really like very watery serums that even when you apply them, you don't really notice a huge difference and you're left wondering like what is the purpose of them in the first place. With this, I do notice a huge difference in hydration. So when I don't apply anything after I wash my face, my skin feels tight and dry. But when I apply this, and even if I don't apply any moisturizer afterwards, my skin doesn't feel that tight or dry. So it is a little bit hydrated. Not extremely hydrated like with the thick quality moisturizer. This just gets rid of that tight and very stretched feeling of your skin after you have cleansed it. I'm definitely going to be repurchasing it whenever this one is finished. Another product I'm sure I will be repurchasing when it's finished is this face moisturizer. It's from the brand Avene, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Anyway, I'm going to show you also so you can judge how it's pronounced. So this is another very slender, very pretty packaging and this one holds 30 mils. So the serum was 40 mils and this appears to be a more wider bottle, but it holds little product. It holds just 30 mils. But the product in it is amazing. The moisturization, the hydration is just perfect for my skin. I have combination skin, by the way, if you are curious, and this is, I think so far it has become my ideal moisturizer. It doesn't have any sunblock in it, so mind you, if you're going out you do have to apply sunblock. So whenever I'm going out I apply this instead of this, but whenever it's a very cloudy day and I'm just going out for a little while, or when I'm indoors, I apply this. And this I apply only in the morning, not in the evening. Although it does say you can apply it in the evening, but I have reserved it only for the mornings, because in the evenings I do love to apply my face masks or things like that. So this is just for the morning and it does the job beautifully. It's not overly greasy. I don't like products like that, and it's not overly drying, because I have an oily T-zone and my cheeks and the sides of my forehead and a little bit of my chin and areas over here are quite dry. So this really moisturizes them and it's the perfect hydration for me. And even I do use it on my nose and the oily part as well, so it's not overly oily. I think this is the ideal one for me and I'm so happy that I found it. I just recently discovered it 2 months ago, I think. Yeah, probably 2 months ago. So this is a new discovery for me, the serum as well. And since I've discovered them, I have been regularly using them and loving them. Moving on to the makeup favorites for this month, the first product I have is a product that I have mentioned quite a lot on my channel, and I think it was also included in my last video of monthly favorites. I don't know how many months before it was, but I'm pretty sure it was there also. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation. And this has become a cult favorite for me because it outperforms all my other foundations in versatility. So basically, I think this is the foundation for all seasons for me. That's the case for the past, I think, 1 year. I just love the finish it provides on my skin. It's the right amount of glowy and mattifying, if you know what I mean. That's why I love it. It lasts throughout the day. Mostly when I've properly set it with a loose powder. Yeah, I do have to still set this with a loose powder, especially my T-zone. I do have to further mattify it a little bit because, as I said, it's a little bit glowy for me. So when I want to set it, I just apply my Laura Mercier loose powder all over it and it's just perfect finish. And yes, the shade also matches my skin tone perfectly. So the shade is called Toasty Toffee. So if you're anywhere near my skin tone, this will be the ideal shade for you. I don't have to mix 2-3 foundations to reach my shade. I just have to reach for this and apply it, and it's just like second skin. It's so natural, so beautiful, and it's also buildable to a medium coverage, I would say, because I do have some pigmentation. It doesn't cover it very completely. Even when I'm layering it, I do have to wear concealer if I want to cover my pigmentation, but generally I don't like wearing concealer, so I don't care if my pigmentation is not fully covered. I just apply 2 layers of this, and the coverage it gives, I'm very satisfied with it. So that's why this is a very constant favorite, and I think it's going to appear in a lot of my next monthly favorites videos also, unless I find another amazingly performing foundation like this one. The next product is another foundation, and this is from the brand Tarte, and it's called the Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation, and the shade I have is medium to tan sand. So this is another remarkable product, and I use this whenever I'm in a hurry and I don't want to put my liquid foundation and then set it with a loose powder. I don't have a time for that. And when I just want a very light coverage, because although it does say a full coverage airbrush foundation, on my skin, I have noticed it's not full coverage. It's very light to medium coverage. So whenever I want a very light coverage and I'm in a rush, so I just dip my brush in it, and it's loose powder in texture, so I just apply it on my face and just rush out of the door. So because it's very practical to use and the color matches my skin perfectly, and the light coverage it does give is very smooth, and I really love the effect. It's not ideal like the Estee Lauder, because that one really covers a lot of pigmentation, not completely but still to a larger extent than this. But this is when you want a very lightweight feeling on your face. You don't want a full makeup look and you want a very natural to semi-natural makeup look. This is the one I go for it. And although I did purchase this like 7-8 months ago from America, when I purchased that sunblock, I did not use it until a month ago. That is, I have started using it in the month of May, and I just loved it, and I was like wondering why didn't I try it sooner. But that's just because I have a lot of makeup to go through, to try, to test. So that's why this foundation's turn came a bit late, but still it's a very, very worthy purchase, and I'm so happy that I got this. So moving on to my favorite highlighters for the month of May, I have two. The first one is this Dior Nude Air Luminizer Glow Addict, and the shade is number 002 Hollow Gold. So I got this recently, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in one of my hauls. I just love applying this. I have applied it today on my cheeks. I have mixed both of the ones that are in my favorites. So first I applied this as a base highlighter, and then I topped it up with this Lancome Glow For It palette, the yellow gold in the middle. So I applied this just on my high points to really intensify the effect and really provide that luminous glow, very, you know, headlight sort of a glow. So just on the high points I applied this. And I also purchased this very recently, in fact just 3 weeks ago. So I've not been using it since the beginning of May, but more somewhat during the middle of May, but I have not stopped using it since then. It is such an amazing highlighter. I took this with me on my trip to Germany, and I used this even in the daytime. I just mixed these two highlighters over there. I didn't take this because it's a little bit heavy in packaging, so if I just had to take one palette, I took this, the highlighter palette, and then I applied this as a base and topped it up with this. So I haven't really started using this one, and you will be seeing me mentioning it in my first impression video also, that this one was a little bit very glittery in texture, so I haven't really touched this much. But these two I have been using quite a lot, and that's why it's in my monthly favorites video. And the same with the Dior highlighter. I just love the texture, the smooth shine it gives to my cheeks. So naturally these two are my favorites. So now eye makeup. The first product is again a product that I've mentioned in a previous monthly favorites video. I'm pretty sure of that. This is the Eyeshadow London Fat Liquid Eyeliner. I love this because it's really practical. It has a very fat tip. The eyeliner application is very quick. It saves a ton of time from when I'm applying my gel, the Black Track MAC one. I do apply the gel one for special occasions because it is more precise. Because this is a fat tip, it's not as precise, but it does the job very quickly, and I generally do like a very thick eyeliner on my eyes. So this is ideal for me whenever I'm going out during the day and I just want to hurry, quickly apply my eyeliner and get out of the door. This is the one I go for. Next is a very cute mini eyelash curler from Laura Mercier, and this is what it looks like. So it doesn't look like your regular scissor sort of eyelash curlers. It's a very mini travel friendly sort, and you just press this down and then you can push these two ends together to curl your eyelashes. I just love the packaging of this eyelash curler also. It's so smart and so practical. And when you're done, you just move that back into place and click, and then it will not accidentally squeeze in your makeup bag. So that is such a great invention, I think. So this is the only one I have used since a few months now. I don't use the scissors ones now because they're not very ideal to travel with also. This is, see, in comparison, so compact. You can even put it in your jeans pocket if you want to, but I have never done that, but you can if you want to. It's so compact. Next is this eyeshadow palette from Zoeva, and this is what it looks like. This palette came in my Zoeva Queen's Guard brush collection set, and I have not stopped using it since then. I love how practical it is. Again, you can see a pattern over here because I love to travel. I like lightweight things to take with me, and this is the ideal thing for traveling, I think, because while traveling I don't really like to do a full eye makeup look with very packed on eyeshadow. I just like a very subtle soft eyeshadow, or sometimes I just go with no eyeshadow and just eyeliner and eye pencil, that's it. So whenever I do want a little bit of eyeshadow, this is the perfect kit for that. I normally use the purplish and pinkish shades, and then this dark grayish sort of shade. It's not very jet black, it's a little bit on the gray side. That's the only thing I sort of don't like that much. I think it should have been a little bit more jet blacker, but it still does serve the purpose of giving a complete eye look, and that's what I like about it. The shades are not very extremely dark or pigmented, neither are they very light that they don't appear on your eyes. They definitely do appear, and they provide a very soft and subtle sort of an eyeshadow look, and that is what I love about this palette. The travel friendliness of this palette, it's lightweight, it's compact, it fits easily wherever I want it to fit, in my suitcase or in my makeup bag, and it's magnetic so it won't open on its own. And then it has a very nice variety of eyeshadows to choose from. It has dark shades, and then it has the very light, the underbrow shade, and then it has a somewhat golden shade. The shades are not very milky smooth or buttery, they're somewhat on the dry side, but for a subtle eye makeup they are extremely lovely. I suggest swatching this palette whenever you're out buying your makeup. It's a lovely palette, and if you're also a travel obsessed person like me, you will really appreciate the lightweight packaging of this also. Next are some superb lip products. I'm going to start with this by Terry lip balm in the shade number 4 Bloomberry. I think I've also been constantly mentioning how I love this lip balm. It has the most amazing smell, the most amazing texture, and I think this is a very popular product also. Many people have raved about this lip balm. It is a luxury lip balm. It's a bit pricey as far as lip balms are concerned, but the texture is so beautiful. I just love whenever I apply this lip balm. It's faintly tinted. It won't appear too much on camera, but it does give a very faint, light, pinkish sort of a tint to my lips. And the smell, as I mentioned, is amazing. It smells a bit like roses. It's very faint, not very overpowering, and the texture, as I told you, a very thick sort of a lip balm, not sticky, but thick in a very nice way that it gives hydration to your lips for quite a long time. You will have to reapply it during the day. I don't think there's any lip balm that you won't reapply during the day a couple of times, but the frequency of reapplying is quite minimal, and the effect it gives is super cute and beautiful. Next are 2 lipsticks from the brand Charlotte Tilbury, and these are in the shades Birkin Brown and Glastonbury. So these 2 are also the ones I've been regularly using this past month, and I'm wearing one of them today, the Birkin Brown. So I'm wearing it on top of my lip liner, and I love these 2 colors so much. Normally I don't regularly use dark lipsticks, but since I've discovered these 2, I've been now quite regularly using this dark lip as my go-to lip color. So as I told you, this Birkin Brown I'm wearing on my lips today. It has gone a little faint with my lip gloss, so I'll show you a swatch also. Just see how beautiful it is. So it's a very creamy but matte lip color. That's what I love most about these Charlotte Tilbury matte lipsticks. They are very creamy. They're not the drying matte lipstick kind. They are smooth and creamy but matte in effect. And then the other one is this Glastonbury, and this is a very berry color. Again, a very dark color. As you can see, just gorgeous. And then the lip gloss I'm wearing on top of my matte lipstick, which I know I'm cancelling out the matte effect, because I don't know if it's just me, but I love wearing lip gloss on top of my matte lipsticks. I think it really pops out the color, because the matte lipsticks are already quite pigmented, and then when you add that extra bit of shine on top, and mind you, this is shiny like hell. This is the Sisley Phyto Lip Star, and whenever you want something extremely shiny, really when you want to bring attention to your lips, just add a little bit of this gloss in the center, or if you want a little bit all over your lips, and it brings that extra pop and shine to your lips. That's how amazing it is. In fact, I think my gloss has gone a little bit dull, so I'll add a little bit more in front of you guys so you know what I'm talking about. See how much power-packed shine it has. So as you can see, this lip gloss has the power to immediately transform your lip to a very shiny, glowy and glamorous look. And then the last favorite for this month is a hair perfume, and this is from the brand Byredo, and the fragrance is called La Tulip. So this I have purchased quite recently, and I did a first impressions video in a very recent luxury makeup haul, products that I bought from the SpaceNK website, and I have constantly loved using it since that day. It has the most amazing smell. It smells of tulips but also has quite a good muskiness to it. Normally I use it after a shower, after completely drying my hair, and I spray it once on the right side, then the left, and then once on the back. And it is so long lasting that I can smell the perfume even throughout the next day. So normally it lasts at least 2 days in my hair. So in short, I love this hair perfume. I'm going to be repurchasing it as soon as it's finished, even though it's a little bit pricey, but still, because the effect is so remarkable, it smells amazing, it lasts a long time, and although it does have alcohol as one of its ingredients, you know what I do? I mentioned in the luxury haul I got a coconut balmy sort of a cream, so I put that on first, especially on my ends, and then I sprayed this perfume, and I think the oil helps it last even longer. So that's a little tip if you want your hair perfume to last a little bit longer. First, just apply a little bit of hair oil like the one I mentioned in my video. I will put a link down below if you want to see the amazing luxury products I got in that haul. So the coconut oil was a very pure kind of coconut oil, and because it was in a balm, I really love traveling with it. I also took it with me to Germany when I went there recently, and because it was in the solidified form, so there was no risk of leaking or anything like that. It's a multi-purpose oil, so I normally applied it on my hair, especially my ends as I told you, and then I removed my makeup on it, and whenever I wanted a little bit extra moisturization on my dry patches, it was useful for that also. So for my hair, yes, I was mentioning that when I apply it, I first apply that, and then when I spray it, I don't really notice a further drying out of my hair due to the alcohol in this perfume. So that's a great little tip if you want to use this perfume and if you're afraid of drying out your hair, and that's what I've been constantly doing. So that's why my hair have been really smooth and shiny and smelling lovely. So this was all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please comment below and let me know what have been your monthly favorites for this past month. Maybe I'll discover new products this way. And don't forget to like and share this video, and please subscribe to my channel for new beauty videos every Wednesday. Until next time, stay beautiful.